I got back a little while ago from a friend's house where I harvested a huge basket of cleavers from her organic garden. She wanted them out, and I wanted them, so it worked out great. And I have so many that I decided to use a blender to make the Cleavers tincture. I had started this, what is that, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, the 24th, just by harvesting my own cleavers and cutting them up with scissors. And, they were fairly large pieces, and then adding the alcohol. So when I got home with these, I took everything out of that jar and put it in my blender. And then I put as many cleavers as would fit, and I continued to add 60% alcohol. And then when I got up to the top, I topped the last half inch off with alcohol. I don't know if I want to dry this much for tea, so I may make some vinegars with it. But for now, I'm going to start the drying process because I don't have any vinegar in the house. So I'm going to show you how I do that. I do that in 2 stages. Cleavers are pretty juicy plants, so I'm going to leave them out here for a little while to start drying off. And as they're out here, I'm going to pick through them, remove any plants that are not cleavers, any of the dried parts, remove the roots, and there's some dried up leaves stuck in there too. They tend to stick to everything, so it's hard to harvest just the cleavers plant. In a little while, I'll show you what I do with them to dry them in the house. Alright, this is how I dry cleavers because they stick to themselves. I just throw them over something. I have some laundry dryers that are made out of dowels that I use. This is a chin-up bar. I normally have this door open, but it's my junk room, so I didn't really want to share it with the entire world. These will only be here for a couple of days until I get some vinegar. If I was going to dry them all the way, I'd probably put them up in the attic where it's a little darker. I use Cleavers as a general spring tonic and mainly also as a lymphatic mover when I have swollen lymph nodes. I find that it helps the swelling come down fairly quickly. They're also an immunomodulator. They're pretty good for cleansing the liver. And they have Querticin in them, or quercetin. I never remember which way that goes. But my plan is to actually combine Cleavers in a tincture with star anise this year. That I've made the star anise tincture already, and that's an antiviral. And actually it has shikimic acid in it, which is a precursor to the main component of Tamiflu. But from some studies I read, that shikimic acid needs quercetin to be effective. And so I thought that maybe combining these two might be a good thing. That's just sort of an experiment for me. Wild lettuce leaves also have a lot of quercetin, so that may be another good source. Thank you.